Okay, so this will be the first episode of a sub-series of the NPC character build sort of thing, which I'm just titling Boss Builds for now. Uh, Pretty much the same concept, except with bosses. Simple. Okay, since bosses, you can't typically get every bit of gear and equipment they use one for one. This is where we have to take certain creative liberties with the bosses and la la la. We'll get to that when we get to that. So instead of introducing every bit of equipment we're going to want right now, instead, I'll just introduce the bits as we get them. I'm also trying out a slightly different editing format here. I'm doing it stream by stream rather than as a totality, just to see how it goes. Um, yeah, it's been a while since I uploaded. I don't know when this is going up. It's going to take me a few days, but my apologies. And onwards with the run. Okay, so first up, we make sure we eat shit to the Vanguard Demon. No particular reason. Totally didn't mean to die. Next we are going. Well, I probably should have specified at the start. King Allant from Demon Souls is what we're aiming for here. More specifically, False King Allant, because King Allant is that little bug thing at the end of the game, and that's one step too difficult even for me. Um, Either way, so what we needed to make sure was during character creation, we selected the optional additional starting equipment, which includes things like the ritual blade, and the red and blue knight armor sets, but more importantly, the Bolitarian royalty armor. It's not exactly a one-to-one with a lance, as I should be showing here if I'm able to get footage, but it's literally called the Bolitarian royalty set. King Allant is of Bolitarian royalty. Makes sense to me, makes sense to you. Our next big steps are, well, gaining access to the King Allant fight, because he will drop a few things we need, and getting over to the Shrine of Storms, for a reason you will see when we get there. Yeah. Next up will be a Phalanx Demon anyway, because that's how progression works.
We're almost there. There we go. Nice and easy.
Alright, now with Phalanx Demon having been bested, we should have access to the rest of the game after a very long climb up some stairs and a talk with the Monumental. After which, we will be trying to kill Dragon God, because we need, well, first off, you have to kill Dragon God to get to King Allant, which obviously we need that for a build. Second of all, his soul is actually going to be useful for a spell. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, so it'll be Armor Spider, Flame Lurker, Dragon God. See you there. Okay, clearly that didn't go so well. Flame Lurker kinda kicked my ass, so we're gonna save that for the next stream, which will hopefully go a bit better. Yeah, that's basically all I want to say. We'll beat Flame Lurker, Dragon God, and hopefully tackle the Shrine of Storms, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, as always, that fucking sucked. I hate Dragon God. Not as much as Bear Chaos, but you know, it's comparable. Either way, uh, I did a bit of research and learned that Scurvier the Wanderer actually drops a unique talisman. Well, semi-unique. You can't get it another way, but that way it's very complicated and long, and I can't be bothered with it. So instead, we're going to get World 2 into a Dark Tendency so we can kill Phantom Scurvier and get his talisman. That'll be done next stream, and we can hopefully sort of rush through the rest of this. The game tends to pick up pace after Dragon God. Uh, yeah, catch you there. Okay, never mind. Decided for a change of plan. We are not killing Scurvier right now. Instead, we're gonna go to the Shrine of Storms in order to save Umbasa. Uh, because we want to trade Soul for a spell that he has. Um, yeah. So we'll do that.
I swear if he killed himself.
Okay, and heading back to the Nexus, we can now trade Dragon God's Soul for Wrath of God, which it may seem like a strange choice. It may be a strange choice, but my one justification for this spell is this. It kind of looks similar to his AoE attack. That's all I got. I was trying to come up with anything. This is the loosest thing in this entire build. Uh, but with that, now all we want to do is just speed run the rest of the game, basically. Everything else we need is post game, so cue the montage.
Fuck. Well, this is awkward. Oh shit, nice. Now I just need to remember the way down without dying.
Okay. And with the lumpy bastard dead, all we have to do now is just well, first we need to grab Soul Brant here, or is it Demon Brant? I can never remember. Which will become our main weapon of the playthrough. It's a great sword with no scaling except from with inverse to your humanity, or not humanity in this game, tendency. And now we just need to select the right ending to get the Maiden in Black Soul. And as anybody who's familiar with Demon Souls would realize, I just fucked up. I have had a guide on my phone for this playthrough to help me know which endings to go for, who to kill, what to do. It died, and I didn't remember which ending I needed to get the soul I needed. So I figured, hey, you kill things to get their souls, I'll kill the Maiden in Black. Wrong. So, we need to do all that again. Yeah, we need to play through the whole game again. So, yeah. Let's do it again. Double time.
Okay, so I was originally planning on doing one last boss montage, now that we've gotten the correct soul, giving us access to Soul Sucker. I was gonna do one more montage, but then I thought about it after doing after after beating all the bosses. I thought about it and realized, hey, this is the exact same thing a third time. There is quite literally no difference between this and the last one, so it felt kind of pointless and like needless padding to the video. Um, so I feel probably just be much better to finish out the video here. Um, as for the rankings, they will be done slightly differently compared to the NPC builds. It will be done based off of uh accuracy, so how close to the boss does this feel? Um, power and enjoyment, and then there'll be a total. And I probably won't compare it to the other ones because it's an unfair comparison, but um, yeah. So as for the rankings, okay. So for enjoyment, I will be giving that an 8 out of 10. It was fun. It's certainly not the most interesting build ever. I mean, it's just a great sword and like two spells that really are not worth it. Um, I mean, the armor's pretty light, so it's nice and easy to dodge, but it is just fairly simple, all things considered. But big numbers. Big numbers do go bonk. We do love that. For strength, big numbers go bonk. That'll be a 9. Solely because Demon Brand, it's pretty good, but the issue is that it requires you to have really bad character tendency, which does have negative effects, from what I remember, which of course will put down, as well as the fact that there's no shield, the spells are pretty after a certain point, and the lack of defense, which isn't too big a deal in Demon Souls, but it's still something to consider. Accuracy? I'm gonna give it an 8. I mean, We got an armor set that was pretty much identical. We got the weapon. We managed to get one of his spells, the Soul Sucker. We managed to sort of formulate one of his other attacks using Wrath of God, but we were missing a sort of wind projectile. Because in most of his attacks, he does do a wind projectile after swinging, which we were severely missing. Now, um, I feel like that's not enough to warrant it being any lower, but it is still something that was off. This does total him up to a 25 out of 30, which is pretty good for a starting base for the boss builds. Um, I know this was a lot shorter of a video compared to my average. That's mostly due to my pure laziness. Um, the next upload will probably be a bit longer, or actually, I'm not too sure what it'll be yet, but I imagine it'll probably be longer. Um, uh, yeah, that's just about everything. Um, check out my Twitch where I stream these lives. I do have a VODs channel up, which I'll probably try and link the streams for Allant in the description. Um, check out the Discord server. I put up polls there every now and then to determine future content. We recently had decided that Dark Souls 2 was going to be my trophy hunt, and soon I'll be putting up for what my next challenge run will be. And I hope you enjoyed the video. It wasn't the best, but hey yo, you're not always at your best. Hope you enjoy your day, and goodbye.